Alright, we're going to look at installing the MyTraffic Professional 6, but specific to Steam. Not anything else, just Steam. I know there's been a lot of issues with people trying to get traffic to work, and I had it working, so I'll share with you what I did. Maybe it'll help someone. This is just where I want my file to be installed because I have a couple different hard drives. So we'll get it in there for now, and we'll go to the next step. Alright, once the installation is complete, click on Finish. Now we're supposed to go open the communicator, MyTraffic communicator. It'll give us a little reminder that we have to tell exactly where the communicator needs to look for the MyTraffic folder. So, as I said before, I have a couple hard drives. I put mine in a different hard drive, so that's where I want to go. If you have the Steam edition only, not side by side with the boxed FSX, ignore this. Just go right to Manage FSX. Okay, we'll go to Manage. Now you can see these are grayed out. Don't worry about this one. Manage, we want to click on Localize. Now this is looking for this folder where your FSX resides. We'll click on OK. Settings are saved. And if you pulled up the PDF of the installation directions, it's going to tell you to close this out and then restart it. Alright, we're restarted. Now you can see that these are available for choices now. So the next thing we want to click on is Manage FSX.config. Okay, so this is accessing it in the app data folder, and the section we're really concerned with is, must have passed it, right here. Click on Add MyTraffic. All it did was add something here. It's not adding what I wanted it to add. So I'll go to Configure MyTraffic, Localize. Plops another thing in here. I'll click OK. I'll go back to Manage. And it still didn't do it. Cool. There we go. Now entered this entry in. So this part is now done. Save and close that. In theory, I should be complete with this screen. And then we'll start up FSX. Alright, we have to add our new scenery. So we go to Settings, Scenery Library, Add Area. I go to the folder that I put it in, which I put it on my F drive. This is where you installed it. So I want that. I click Open, but it just does this for me. So this is pretty much a known bug. I find if I open it, I click on Open with nothing selected, and then click in the white area, it'll punch it in for me. As per the instructions again, it says you should have it below Add-on Scenery and above Propeller Objects. So you don't have to move this up. I wanted it sandwiched. Okay. Now you're getting this error, which is what I've seen the most on forums. So what I found is that it's looking in the wrong folder for scenery. So I put mine in the F drive, so I'm just going to redirect it. But what I did find as well is several scenery folders. So the one that I know this works with is, come on, build. Actually going to be in my C drive, users, all users, Microsoft, FSX. Alright, so we got scenery status, scenery config, and old scenery. Now, old scenery, I think that's the original one that came with FSX, and it was renamed by MyTraffic, and it created this one. So we want to right click, edit with Notepad. All the way down towards the bottom. Here's that where the error was going. Just remove that and just put it to where your installation was. Save. I keep getting this It seems to save it anyway, but just to make myself feel better, all I did was just change the permissions on it. Give myself full access. This way I don't get that error, but when I open this back up, it's still going to be here. And now I can just save without any problems. I don't know if you have to do that or not, but I did just to make myself feel better. And that's that. Now I'm actually going to close this out, restart it, and in theory I should have traffic. So let me restart it and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and there's one thing that I forgot to mention on the communicator. Under Manage, you want to disable FSX default AI traffic. And that's that. Alright, so go back here. Okay, in theory, if we did everything correctly, this should kind of hang around 86% while it says it's loading traffic. I never adjusted the sliders, so I don't know what I'm in for. We'll see what happens once we get up there. If it hangs right about here, like it is, which means I will have aircraft generated from MyTraffic, which is good for me, because that means I did it right. But again, I never adjusted the slider, so I don't know how much is going to be there. Oh, the 10%. The suspense is killing me. Okay, there we go. Let's see an aircraft next to me. Oh, look at that. Cool. Let's see what we got here. Oh, look at that. That is like very pleasing. Alright, what you won't notice right off the bat is any aircraft moving around. I had the very same question. You can see some flying around up there, but you won't see anything moving around the airport for, I don't know, maybe about 5 to 10 minutes, and then you'll start seeing the place come alive. And again, it all depends on how much you move those sliders around. I know some people had issues with airport vehicles like the fuel truck and the baggage carts. Others had problems with like the boats and stuff, but I haven't changed anything. So I'm going to pause it, and I will come back when traffic starts moving. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and we have movement in the airport. I forgot to mention we're at LAX. So you can see I got plenty of traffic. Because it's LAX, as time goes on, the runways really get crowded. We're here at sunset, so you know, a lot of flights are going to be happening. What I have noticed is that as the aircraft move, as they're getting pushed back and they're making their way out to the taxiing out, sometimes the movements seem a little choppier. Let's see if we can see it on this one here. See what I'm talking about. But if you're looking for that smooth, have to have the real. Of course, I can't control my helicopter. Alright, maybe I'll just crash and you guys will see it. Alright, don't make fun of my aircraft piloting here. Alright, well that was actually pretty smooth, but I've seen some of the larger aircraft kind of, you know, their turns were a little choppy, you know, it kind of shift in like stages, but it's not too bad. I was just looking for an add-on that has a little more traffic than FSX default, and this gave it to me. So I'm not looking for that must-have like I'm a real pilot experience, but I think this one nails it pretty good. So I hope this helps somebody. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. But again, I just kind of did this bouncing around and trying to figure it out, so I don't know why things are the way they are or how to really fix them, but I seem to get it working, so big plus for me.